Okay, so we're talking about the question where you have three straight lines and you just draw an unscaled graph and then you scale it, okay? Now, then we had a volunteer come up, we won't mention any names, but we had a volunteer come up and do a nice job making very reasonable estimates, -2, 1/2, 2.2. Now, the instruction, the problem said make them integers, okay? So these aren't integers, which is going to just make the arithmetic messier. I said make them integers because it makes it easier on you, okay? But we can easily make these into integers by multiplying all of them by 10. Okay, there's 10 is the least common multiple that'll make them all into integers, but you can just find any number that makes them into integers, right? You don't want the integers to get too big because that can get messy also. But if we multiply everything by 10 now, we get 22, and we get 5, and we get -20. Still looks like 2.2. Okay? Good. Now, on the y-axis, I'm going to make it kind of simple. This y-intercept is pretty small. It's much smaller than these, so I can probably get a good integer estimate for these if I just make this one an integer. Okay? You know, another thing we could have done, we could have made this 1. Okay? Make the smallest one 1 and see if the others are reasonably equal to integers. So that might be 1, and that might be like -6, and that might be 7 or something. It'd be possible. No big deal, as long as you have halfway reasonable estimates. Okay, so we're going to put 1 here on the y-axis, and then what? 2 is going to be here, and then 4 is going to be, well, 3, 4, 5, 6, fudge a little bit and call that 7, 8, 9, what the heck, 10. Right? Now we could, if we wanted to, write down the equations for these three lines, right? That would be a simple exercise with equations of straight lines. Okay? We're not actually going to do that. That's not the first thing I ask you to do for the problems. What I ask you to do now is, let's call one of these F, let's call the next one G, and let's call the next one H. Okay? So which one do you want F to be? Do you want it to be the one with the positive or one of the two with the negative slopes? Doesn't matter. Somebody pick something.
Positive.
Huh?
Positive.
Okay, positive slopes. This will be F. Okay? And we could just go in order now and call this G and H, but I want to be contrary, so I'm going to call this H, and I'm going to call this G. Okay? Now, questions? Where's F0? Where's F positive? Where's F negative?